right, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to One Objective tonight, guys. We have I'm gonna say just like it's just gonna be a good small show. It's nothing crazy spectacular, but we're gonna get in here. We're gonna talk about the dog days of fishing. We're in that right now. I experienced that Friday with some other issues that went along with that. So, but right now it can be tough. You know, there's days where you can really bag a good limit, and then there's days where everything that you do is a grind. Which, you know, that's fishing anyways. But it seems like it gets harder towards the end of August into September when you got fish moving. You know, their fish are starting to get ready for the fall transition, start feeding up for the winter. So, you know, you got to start chasing and making moves and changing up through the day and all that. So, but we're going to get in that in a little bit. Also, we got, you know, some of you guys have been watching and paying attention to our Facebook and Instagram, all our social media stuff. We got some big things that's been going on. One Objective, and you know, some people they're like, "Yeah, it ain't that big of a deal," but to us, it's kind of a big deal, and it's something that me and James has always wanted to do when we were younger, and you know, we didn't have the finances or the ability or any of that stuff to be able to make it happen. Now we do, and it's working out, and it's a slow process. It's been a grind. But you know, we're excited about it. We'll get into a little bit of that here in just a little while. Before we get into that, Chris, how you doing tonight, man?
We out here.
Yeah. I mean, you having a good day? You been cutting some grass, just getting things done around the house?
Yeah, doing a little yard work in here and there.
Yeah. It's just trying to get things done, beat the heat, stay cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's been kind of an uneventful kind of week, I guess. You know, things going on. So, But first, you know, before we get into this show, guys, I want to thank all of our sponsors. We've got some really great sponsors that's helped us out in the last several years of doing this. I think we're on our 5th year. Does that sound right, Chris? 5th year?
What year did we start?
It was 2016.
Well, there you go. It's 6 years.
6 years. Okay. So, yeah, we're on our 6th. We're on 6
Oh,
years.
is it 6 years? I don't know how to count.
I put you on the spot. There.
No, it's 5 years. You're right.
It's 5 years? Okay.
I can't count. Sorry.
Yeah. That's all right, man. Hey, I'm the same way. You put me on the spot. Ask me what 2 plus 2 is on the spot. I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. 18.
Yeah, 25. 25. But no. So I mean, you know, we've been doing this for a while. It's been fun. I know here lately we haven't been able to do the amount of shows that we wanted to do because of all that we've had going on. We worked the fair, and how was the fair? The fair was awesome, man. We had a really good time. We got to meet a lot of people in the community, and just, you know, let them see that what we do. You know, a lot of people didn't even know we were around. You know, but our business is so online, so web based. You know, like we really didn't have like a storefront per se. You know what I mean? Like we do, but we just never really, I guess, advertised it just to walk in. You know, we get customers that bring boats to us all the time to rig, and you know, if we talk to them, they'll come by and pick up stuff and all that. But like I say, just to actually go in and have a set hours and cash register up front, and we just don't have that right now. You know, and that's kind of the grind we're going through right now with the tackle store deal that we're going to be talking about. So, but first off, like I said, I want to thank our sponsors. It's been great. I really appreciate all their support and all that they've helped us out through the last several years. But I want to thank Missile Baits, Falcon Rods, Baino Batteries, Yak Attack, You got me. I got me right in the middle of it. Yak Attack, AccuCool, and RBT Custom Baits. Guys, please go check them out. We got Chris, I think you tagged them up, right?
Yeah.
So Chris has got them tagged up. Click their links. Go follow their pages. You know, support them. They support us. The cool thing is, except for right now, it would be Falcon Rods and RBT Custom Baits, which we're working on that too. We'll hope to have those in soon. You know, get an order in with Ron and all them once he gets kind of caught up. I know it's been kind of tough with baits, but you can find a lot of these on our website
Big
right now.
Starnes doesn't approve of your cup.
Was it? Oh, I forget the UVA
I think
Cup.
he's probably a Tennessee fan. I believe he's from Tennessee.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna be quite honest with you. UVA ain't been the best team the last several years in football. Oh, I take that back. I take that back. What, last year, Chris, or year before? They were pretty decent.
Yeah.
The main thing is we beat Virginia Tech. That was the main thing. So.
Yeah, he says go Big Orange. I'm assuming he means Tennessee.
Oh yeah. Let me put this right here for him, just so he can see it even better.
Yeah.
We'll put it right there.
Yeah.
I didn't even actually plan that. That just kind of happened.
Yeah. Just needed a cup, and that was the first one we put.
That was the first one that was up there in the top to get some water in. So, but yeah. So a lot of these you can check out on our website. Hopefully, maybe one day we'll have rods. But right now, like I said, we have a big assortment of missile baits. We got more and more. It keeps coming in because they didn't have everything to fulfill our order. But like I say, we have everything that they own, every single bait, every single color. We got it all that Missile Baits has, and Missile Baits was a big supporter of our show for so many years that it was dumb not to order from them first. So that's what we did. We got them first, but we got more coming to the webpage. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that here in a little bit. But I want to talk a little bit about my fishing trip this weekend. It was you want to talk about dog days of fishing. It was definitely I got a video. It's gonna be coming out here soon. It'll be out. I'm hoping Tuesday. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to do our YouTube videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So at 8 o'clock. Between 8 and 9 is when we release them. We try to have, normally it's been 9 o'clock, but here recently we've been looking at doing like the 8 o'clock schedule. So that's what we're going to be looking at on our YouTube videos. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you go over to our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button. Chris, we're almost at 6,100 subs.
We're getting there.
Yeah, well, it's steadily. We'll have days where it just rockets up, and then there's days where it might stay the same, and then all of a sudden you have another day, you get a few, and then it rockets again, So we do appreciate all you guys that has subscribed to our channel. It means a lot. It really does. It actually means that it's crazy that people want to watch us do rigging, and fishing and all that stuff. So, but anyways, what's people saying out there right now? Who's all listening right now? So we got a few people in here. Just let us know where you're listening from.
Big Starn's eyes are hurting. Everybody's saying hello.
Big Starn's eyes are hurting.
Yeah, because
that cup right there. Look at that glow. Look, I'll turn it around. For you. We'll put the UVA football players up front.
Northern Illinois Public Safety Fishing Association says hello.
Oh man, thanks for joining in tonight, guys. Yeah. Really appreciate it. So look, if you guys got any questions tonight, let's get them in because this is kind of like an open mic kind of night. It's going to be. There's really no big schedule going on.
Joel's from San Diego saying hello.
What's going on, Joel? How you doing? I see Walton Doyle's in there.
Yeah, and he loves a good rigging video.
He loves a good rigging. Yeah, so me and James, we love going out and going fishing. All of us do. That's why we're here. That's why we're talking. So, but we can go in and do a rigging video and kill it on views. You know what I mean? Like, and do really well with it. We do a fishing video, which we're like, this one's going to kill it. This one's going to be a good video.
It's the one.
It's the one. And we'll get, 200-300 views, which, we're appreciative of those views. I'm not complaining. Yeah. But it does sound like I am, but I'm really not. I'm just saying I don't know what we're doing wrong. You know what I mean? Like, compared to the rigging videos to the fishing videos. Because to me, I guess, if you got people out there that's getting new kayaks, they're trying to rig them out and figure out what all they can do.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm kind of like, man, I want to go watch some fishing videos, And, like, it just depends. Certain ones do good, and, I don't know if any of you guys
need to film a random car going down the interstate, and you get 600,000 views.
No lie, dude. What is it, like 800-some thousand views?
Yeah, it's all up there.
So we go down to, we got our TikTok channel, and we'll do some videos that do really well, and like you'll get 2,000 or 3,000 views on them, 1,000 views. We get 1,000 views. I'm pretty happy with that. With the amount of followers we have on TikTok, I'm pretty happy with that. We did the Bonafide walkthrough video. Which one was it? Was it the limit? It was the Huntsman. It's the one like you have.
I got the Woodsman.
The Woodsman. I'm sorry. And that thing's got like 118,000 views on it. Yeah. Well, we're coming back from Orlando and film a guy in a Ghostbuster car, which was pretty cool. how he had it all set up like a Ghostbuster car. What was that thing? It looked like a little sign.
It's like a Saturn View or something like that.
yeah. Is Saturn? They still make cars now? Is Saturn back?
No, it's just an older car.
Okay. And but anyways, it looks like Ghostbuster. I put the Ghostbuster theme, 800 and some thousand views. I'm like, really? Like, I mean, it was cool, but I'm like, man, we put so much effort in some of these other videos, and they get this amount of views. And this,
The ones you put the effort in, you don't get no views.
no.
Like that one I put when we went in spring. You know how many views I got?
What's that?
9.
9 views.
Yeah, I actually deleted the videos.
Oh, what was that one?
When we went sight fishing.
Oh, yeah.
On the spawn. Yeah, I made a
Yeah,
video.
that was a good video.
Yeah, no, but apparently TikTok world didn't like it because it only got 9 views.
TikTok is a fickle beast. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a mysterious creature.
yeah, it's no rhyme or reason. Like I thought I had it figured out with the time deal. Like you got to do it at this time or that time.
Yeah.
And that's where you can get your views.
You got to use the right music.
Yeah, it's got to be that catchy music. It's something about the music, I swear. Like you can do all the right hashtags on that stuff, and it doesn't seem like it. I don't know. I did a buddy of mine had a Camaro that was all cammed out. We put that up there, and he's like, I don't know what that one got, Chris. It was like 80-some thousand or 40-some thousand, and it's just him. And then nobody believed that was his car. It was like that ain't real. That's somebody else's sound. I'm like, no, that's it.
Right there. The sound right there at the bottom. It tells you whose sound it is.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, off the topic there, but
Yeah.
But so let's talk a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about my trip out there. Like I say, we're talking about the dog days of fishing, and go out on Smith Mountain Lake Friday to go out and shoot some video, get some content for you guys. And I hope y'all go and watch this video and get this thing on up there to a couple thousand views. That'd be great, like we just talked about. But anyways, go out there, shoot some content. So I go down towards like Betty and Becky's. I don't know, a lot of you guys, if you don't know Smith Mountain Lake, it's hard for me to explain to you where Betty and Becky's is.
I don't have enough for everybody, Craig.
What are you eating?
I'm eating my beef jerky or my beef stick here.
Oh. What did he say? What did Craig say? He wants some of
So
that?
you need to share the beef jerky.
So I go down towards Betty's and Becky's, and I'm trying to get on like a drop shot bite. Actually, I started out with a spinner bait, trying to get up on the bank, see if I could catch a few that were still roaming the bank from that night before. Yeah. And I caught a dink on a spinner bait, and I'm like,
caught something.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't. I can't even complain. So then I'm like, all right. Well, the sun came out bright. I was like, all right, I'm moving over to docks, and I'm gonna be throwing a drop shot on some main channel docks in the deep water, throwing a robo worm. I can't specify the color. Y'all see it in the video, but throwing a robo worm, just drop shot worm.
I have an idea what color it is.
Yeah, I'm sure. You probably. There's only 2 colors I throw basically,
Oh yeah.
and I catch a dink. I'm like, oh, here we go, Dink Fest. This is gonna be. I'm gonna title this video, Junk Fest, or Junk Fishing for Dinks or something. Like that's what I was thinking about titling it.
Yeah.
And catch a few. So I'm like, all right, we've had a lot of rain the night before. I'm gonna run up to the Roanoke River and see if I can kind of get into some of this dirtier water, flip a jig, flip a Texas rig around on some deep laydowns. Because you get up the Roanoke River, you got a lot of deep banks. I mean, it's like mountains, and it's just deep cut banks. And, you can be flipping into 2 foot of water, and you pull it about a foot off the bank, and you're in 30 foot of water, So I'm like, I want to run up there. So I go under the bridge, and I slowed down just a little bit for a big wave and went to hammer down again, and it felt like a throttle cable broke or something.
Oh,
So I tried to do an all-in-the-water fix. It didn't work. So I had to troll my way. Luckily, though, it broke down where it did, because if I'd have got all the way up to Roanoke, I'd be calling like Cito or something. You know what I mean? I'd be calling Dad.
$6,000
Yeah,
later.
$6,000 later, for sure. Luckily, I think
Because
the
you didn't
insurance
buy
covers
one of
it.
the buckets at the fishing expo.
What's that?
Because you didn't buy one.
Yeah,
of
I
the
didn't
buckets.
buy. I didn't buy their bucket and their little plan.
Yeah.
But I think on the insurance policy we have towing, so I don't know what it would cost still. You know what I mean?
I
don't.
think most of them do.
Yeah,
I know someone had to have theirs towed, and I think get paid for it.
yeah. So, that wasn't too bad, but so I was like, well, screw it. You know what? I want to make the best of this. and I'm gonna fish my way back and catch a few. And I did. Yeah, I caught a few. The biggest one I caught was like 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds, but definitely 1.5 pounds. And it was just a junk fest. Texas rig.
Would you have kept though?
Huh?
Would you have kept?
I would have kept. I caught, I think, 3 keepers. But I mean, I'm talking like line burners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, I might have weighed in like I might have weighed in 3 pounds that day with those keepers. You know, if you're at a 12-inch limit, 2 of them were 14s, but it was just squeakers, man. It was tough. But so, anyways, I fished my way back, got off the water right before all the bad storms hit Friday afternoon, and but it was tough, man. Like I say, it was. I caught a few on Texas rigging. I caught a few on drop shot, and I caught a few on spinner baits. And I think I caught one on a Carolina rig.
It's the variety fisherman.
Oh, man. I was just junk fest at the best. You know what I mean? Hey, that rhymed. We need.
Junk fest at the best?
Yeah. I mean, it might not have made sense. I don't know, but it rhymed. But, anyways. But, yeah, I mean, it was tough, man. And, you know, like normally on the dog days of fishing, you know, I'm up there at nighttime. And we're fishing the Rocky Bees. You know, we're fishing stair-step ledges with big Texas rig worms, Mag 2s,
old monsters.
old monsters, black.
Sometimes we break out the old, what's that worm we use?
Which one, the T-Max or the trick worm?
Yeah, well, trick worm. I'm talking about the big ones we used to use.
Oh, like the jelly worm? You talking about the big long ones, like the 15 or 12 inch?
We used case plastics. We made
Yeah.
it was like a 12-inch worm. I can't remember.
Yeah, the case had the paddle tail end on it, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, you know, we'd fish a lot of that stuff, and every once in a while you can kind of get on a deep crank and bite. Me and James have done that before around this time. Get on there and go throwing like a crawfish, like deep crank bait. You know, a DT 16, something like that. But during the day, man, it's like most of the time you can go find some like deep brush piles. You can go on some docks and fish that stuff and catch them, you know, and catch okay ones. You know, I'm talking like 2-pounders.
Yeah.
Man, it was just a grind. I mean, it was fully a grind. And I don't know. Maybe if I'd have got up there wanting to go, maybe I could have done a little more. I don't know. You never know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely a grind, and I just hope that
Did you Carolina rig?
I did. I like I say, I caught that one. I was actually using like a Guggen's, and I'm basically most time I'm against Guggen, like throwing Guggen stuff, just because I love missile bait stuff. You know, that's what I throw, and nothing towards I guess Guggen. It's one of them hype things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everybody's hype something up. A lot of times I don't even like. It took me forever to throw a jackhammer. Like I threw a chatterbait all the time, but it took me forever to throw a jackhammer. I don't know. When you hear so much, sometimes it seems too good to be true.
Kind of like a whopper plopper and what's the other one called? A chopo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, I'd still
You
throw a whopper
plopper, but you kind of skeptical of throwing a chopo.
Yeah. Because you know what? You don't want to waste time with her fishing,
Yeah.
throwing something that just ain't working. So then when you know you catch them on a whopper plopper all the time, and then you go throw a chopo and you get 4 or 5 casts and you caught on, you're like, screw this, man. I'm putting my
I'm throwing this back in the boat.
yeah.
Putting my whopper plopper back on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though it's basically the same lure.
But it's pretty much. So, Chris, that's something else. I got, you know, so we did that video a while back.
Yeah.
And that video did really well. I was really happy with how that video did. But so we had a lot of questions of how come we didn't try other topwater, like plopper baits. You know what I mean? So like Bass Pro Shops has one.
Yeah, they got their own. I seen it last time I was at the one in Tennessee.
Yep. And so does Guggen Baits.
Oh, wow, really?
And it was one other company, Berkeley. It was something else. It was a Chopo, and it was something else we got. So anyways, we got all those baits. I got them now.
What Lunker Hunt was it?
No, I don't think it was Lunker Hunt. This one looks like a mouse or something. I can't remember who makes this one.
Well, Lunker Hunt makes one that looks just like a mouse.
Well, yeah, I mean, it could be. I don't know. I can't remember which one it was. We got it on the way back from Florida at one of our mini Bass Pro Shops.
Brett wants to know your opinion on the best fish finder to put on the kayak. He really hates to spend $500.
Man, trying to get under that price range is tough.
I didn't pay that much for mine.
What's yours? Yours is a Garmin. Mine's a 93 SV.
Mine ain't that. Mine's
No.
the 7CV.
7C. That sounds
It's the one
right.
that has downscan inside imaging.
Yeah.
I don't think they make it no more.
Well, I think they still might make that one. I don't know.
I paid $400 for it.
And that is a good graph.
Yeah, it's good for what I paid for it.
Yeah, I mean, for side imaging and all of that, it's
Yeah.
perfect. I mean, you
It
won't be
doesn't
able
have it doesn't have GPS on it though.
Yours don't have the mapping on it?
It's got the map, but it don't have GPS. It don't like show me where I'm going or whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right to me.
Maybe I just don't know how to work it.
Well, maybe
I've
something's
only used
off.
it twice, so
Yeah. But I know your imaging was really nice on it, though.
Yeah.
Your down
yeah,
imaging, your
that
side.
looks real good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a 7-inch screen. I mean, that was pretty good. I paid $400 for it.
Where'd you get that one at?
Amazon.
Oh, okay.
I tried to buy it from Green Top, but they never did have it.
Well, I don't know. It's like a lot of them places you walk into don't have them no more. I think it's
Like
so
they had
expensive.
it, Green Top had it on sale, and I went down there to buy one, and they'd sold them out. I think they had them for like $350 or something like that.
Yeah. Put this. I'm gonna turn this back for Big Starnes.
He appreciates that.
Yeah. There we go.
Craig says he likes the Chapo better, but the Jackhammer is the absolute best.
Oh yeah. Well, Craig, that's all that dude throws.
And Craig says also the Ray Marine Element 7 HV.
Ray Marine does have. I'm gonna tell you what. They have a really nice like down imaging, like picture. You know what I mean? Like it's very clear. I will say now. I know we're over your price range when we talk about this one, but the Humminbirds that they have out right now. Like I've been looking at Casey Reed's pictures he's been posting. Have you noticed any of that here lately, Chris, on
Yeah,
Facebook?
what has he got, a Helix?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. But he's got the 360. He's also got he's got it decked out.
Yeah, it's got a good picture to it.
Yeah, I mean the pictures he's got's been pretty cool. But
He did this like challenge to try to figure out what you're looking at and all this stuff. I did that a couple weeks ago.
yeah, he'll post a picture and like, what is this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he had some really cool pictures. But like Chris said though, getting back to your question is, I'm gonna say what the graphic Chris has, which what was that one again? A 7
SV, I think it's either the
73 SV.
7 SV.
Oh, 7
Let me
SV.
look it up on my phone.
And then you can also get into the Lowrance side. Now I don't know about the Humminbird stuff. I don't know Hummingbird's products that well. I haven't used them. I don't know a lot about them. I've tinkered with the demo ones, but I haven't really looked at all the different models. But Lowrance, man, it's hard to beat Lowrance. Like in their hook series.
Yeah.
I think that's what they still call them, the hook series. But I mean, that's a pretty good graph as well.
It's the Striker 7 SV.
Striker.
Sportsman's Warehouse has it for $449.
Oh man, can you order from their website now?
Yeah, it says add to cart.
Oh, okay.
You can have it.
I remember it used to not be able
I
to.
can have it here by September the 2nd, or pick up in Roanoke store September 8th.
There you go.
That's
Sportsman's
what
Warehouse.
I have. That's that's an option. I don't know what.
What did David Williams say on there? I seen he posted something up.
He said he went with the Helix 7 Mega SI. We'll be here next Friday for my new boat.
Oh, he got the Mega. That's nice.
Yeah.
I'd like to see
So
that.
they still make the one that I have. I thought they discontinued it.
Yeah. David, what boat are you going with now? I know he was selling a Bonafide or something. I'm curious what boat he was going with. I remember he posted something about it, but I can't remember what it was
For
now.
another Hundo 50, you get the old 9SV, the Vivid 9SV.
Oh yeah.
What
What
see
is
that?
that?
See this one like mine. You can do the dual screen. You can do half the screen as down scan, and you do half the screen as side imaging, or
okay.
or just regular depth finder and side imaging, or whichever one you pick.
Yeah. No, it can be a confusing world out there when you go to spend that kind of money on a graph, especially when you want to kind of stay within a budget. And I get that. A lot of people do that, and I understand it, and it's tough because like when you start looking at graphs, and you're like, oh man, I want to stay under 500, and then
I
you're
see
like,
this one says it's got the GPS with the quick draw, but I don't know how to use it apparently.
we'll teach you. We'll
Yeah,
figure it out. We only had one day to really play with it
We
that
need
day.
to get the what's his face, the doctor guy back on
Oh,
here.
Sonar Doctor.
Sonar Doctor. There we go.
That's right.
David says the Old Town Sportsman Autopilot 120.
Oh yeah, oh gotcha. That's a nice boat too. That's a good choice. But yeah, so when you go in and you get to looking at graphs, and especially if you go into Bass Pro and all that, and you're like, well, dang, this one's $400.
Yeah.
My limit's $500, but this one right here has got a little extra. I might need it, and it's like $600. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's tough. It's tough to really buy a graph when you go in there.
I'm
and,
pretty happy with the one I got.
yeah, I think you got a good deal.
Yeah.
You can't complain. Like, it all depends on how much fishing you do too. Like
Yeah.
like a guy like Casey Reeds, for instance. I know I use him a lot. He's a good friend of ours, and I know his setup around here.
Yeah.
But he travels all around the country.
Yeah,
Fishing
so he
tournaments.
needs the high dollar stuff. He needs the
Yeah.
higher dollar stuff. What he does.
Yeah, he's trying to make money. So if you're just going to fish like just a little couple club tournaments, and you're just going out fishing for fun.
Yeah, if you're fishing just every once in a while, this one of the ones you get from Walmart would be all right.
Yeah,
Unless
yeah.
you just want the bigger screen and the down scan and the side imaging.
And I will say, at least if you buy one, go with at least a 7-inch. That's what yours is, right?
Yeah,
Chris?
mine's
A 7.
7. Yeah.
Go with at least a 7-inch. You get under a 7-inch, it's really hard to make out what side scan is. And
Chris Cable says this year's model going to sell in 2 months.
oh, okay. So yeah, I mean that. Like Bass Pro, man, we catch our spring classics, and I mean, but you got to be quick. You got to be quick on it. You know what I mean? Like people are waiting in line to get in Bass Pro when that sale's
Craig
going
says
on.
he's one of the ones that chucked the budget out the window.
Chucked. Yeah, he did. Screw a budget. He ain't
Yeah.
worried about a budget.
Oh, what do they call it? Blank check.
Yeah, old blank check, big
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
So, like me and Chris used to pick all the time. When he was working for UPS, it was he makes that brown money,
Yeah.
and I worked United Rentals, so I made that the
Gray and white money.
the gray and white,
Gray and blue money.
yeah, gray and blue money. So, but no, so kind of get back on the dog days of fishing. I know it's tough. It's a grinder's kind of month. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
the nights are getting cooler. I mean, I've noticed like we're getting some 60-degree nights now.
Oh yeah.
So and the fish are moving. They're gonna start moving onto the secondary points. I know a lot of times when I fish night tournaments in August, a lot of my bigger fish came out mid to back of the creeks in late August. How many fish have you've been with me, Chris, when we've caught some big ones in the back of Betty and Becky's?
Oh yeah.
It's that time, man, where everything starts pushing back and all the fish are pulling back there and they're starting to feed up, getting ready for the winter and the shad. Or like you'll notice, like you'll see some shad out on main channels, but I mean, when I was in some of these creeks Friday, I seen shad in the backs of the creeks. So I mean, they're moving back here. It's just if the fish are with them yet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if it's the bigger fish yet, that's the thing. You got to find out where the bigger fish are going to be at. And once the boat broke down, I didn't have that opportunity to kind of chase it anymore. So
You've caught some nice ones at that bridge, though. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah, we have, and that's what I thought. I was like, well, we'll go fish back because there's been some pigs caught right there at that bridge. So, but it didn't happen. But I had a good time. I got some good content. It was
Even
fun.
back there in the cove where the boat ramp's at, we've caught a bunch of nice ones back there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've really learned what that spot is after I got into a kayak. You know what I mean? Like how good that spot is. Like we've run in there with the bass boats when we did tournaments, but
Yeah.
like when I had to actually grind it out.
Well,
and
the Q99 docks always pull through for us.
yeah, I love a Q99 dock.
That's a good dock.
They were jamming out this Friday.
Was they on Q99?
Oh yeah, man, it was some good.
I like the fish like the music.
It might be. It's that good like.
That good, contemporary 80s contemporary, not real hard, heavy hitting stuff music. They
Yeah.
just like to jam out.
They just like to mellow out right there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, yeah, it is. It's always been a good dock. Q99 dock.
Yeah, that's what we call it. We have names for our fishing spots.
Yeah, we got the Snake Bank.
Yeah.
What was that one? Was a junk dock?
Junk dock. Yeah, was it junk on the dock or was it just junk fishing?
It was. No, it was a bunch of junk in their yard.
Oh, okay.
It was just like Smith Mountain Lake. If you ever been to Smith Mountain Lake, a lot of your lakes are like this, but everybody's got beautiful yards, and it's like $600,000 homes. You know what I mean? All down
That's
through
a
there.
cheap one.
Yeah, yeah. There's several $1 million homes on there,
Yeah.
and you can pull up on one bank and it's just like trash everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, really? I mean, this is like, it's just crazy. And, hey, man, that's how people live, and that's fine. I have nothing against it, but it's just crazy when you go like $600,000 home to a home that nobody gives a crap about, and then trashes it, and then you got another
or a pontoon boat that's been sitting on the dock since 1982.
Yeah. So
Got
I
a
mean,
Chrysler motor on the back of it.
yeah, you can't even get parts for it no more.
Yeah.
So but anyways, we got spots like do you any of you guys, even if you're listening here on Facebook or YouTube, or you're going to be listening to this show to on iTunes, I want to know, like, you can message us or comment or I don't know. Do y'all name spots? Like that's something me and Chris has always done.
Yeah.
You know, we've always named like the Rocky Bees. We got the Rocky Bees.
Yeah, we got that. We got Snake Bank. We got consecutive dock.
Yeah. That one, I've pulled up in there before and caught fish after fish after fish. That's how we got consecutive dock.
Consecutive dock.
I got skip dock.
Skip dock, yeah.
Which you think it would be all docks, but skip dock, it was
There's something special about that one.
Yeah, it's like a long dock.
Yeah.
And that way you can fish it is skipping way up under, basically. You know what I mean? And if the water's too high, you won't be able to get up under there anyways.
Right.
But when you skip it to get to the bank back behind it, you got to skip it way back in there. So,
needless to say, I never fished that. I fish outside of it.
Yeah, and you've caught fish there too. So
yeah.
But yeah, it's always I don't know.
We also have this thing we call mountain topping. You just throw it out in the middle of the lake and catch a fish.
Yeah, no man's land.
I've done that a couple times.
Yeah, I remember that big one you caught in the wintertime. You remember that one? It was
that was in
I remember it was cold.
Was it Mr. Coles' old house?
Yeah, Mr. Coles' dock.
Yeah, because I was trying to get a backlash out, so I just chucked it.
Yeah.
And I run it through the middle of the
out in nowhere,
and I caught one with weighed about 3.5 pounds.
I was like, he's like, I got one. You whooped my tail that day.
And then I did one when we fished that one Pro's Choice tournament where he was down there at the dam, and I chucked that Little John out there and caught that striper
in like 200 foot of water.
Yeah, it was like 170 feet of water where I chucked it at. And then,
yeah, a little John bringing it back in and hangs into a big striper.
Yeah, like an 8 or 9 pound striper.
Yeah,
first one I ever caught.
Oh man. And you've done that. You've sit in the back of the boat. I remember on hot days you sit in the back of the boat and drug Carolina rig and caught several fish.
Yeah,
just dragging it.
Yeah,
I mean, you've had to. That's when I always thought you got your lucky pants on. You've caught some big ones doing that though. You know, I mean, what's everybody saying? Is anybody else talking about anything
Chris
else?
Cable says his buddy caught an 8-pounder today. We were chasing shad and stick ups.
Nice.
We caught a few nice ones, and then he says we got a cove. They call it Walmart. Everyone's always in it fishing.
Walmart, I like that. We got one Party Cove up here, which I'm sure everybody's got. I
think every lake has a Party Cove.
Yeah, this one's right under the bridge, to the left, right past Captain's Quarters. That's where we used to go, and when we take your family, we'd swim.
Yeah.
Now it's like boats lined up across there, like it's just a bunch of boats in there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What is the other ones we got? What is that one? What is that one bank we fish up there at Indian? That we always.
That's just the one where you caught the powerful fish. We never really named that one.
Yeah. And then we got me and Alan named one the magical spot.
Oh, really? I don't think I've been there.
Well, we have. It's right before you get to Indian. That whole stretch of bank on the left hand side. We used to fish.
Where we fished at night?
Yeah.
We fished that whole night bank one night, didn't we?
Yeah. Caught some good ones too.
Oh yeah.
And me and Alan called it the magical spot because we were pulled up in there one. I think we weighed in like 17 pounds at one tournament, and it was like I can't remember how many fish we caught, but we caught like several. We hung 2 of them. It was at least 5, and then caught a couple 4s out of that one little spot. They were just loaded up, and we just called it the magical spot.
One of our docks doesn't exist anymore.
Oh yeah, old Duke dock.
Yeah.
If we'll just let the imagination run wild on that one. But that one was getting torn down anyway, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
But oh man, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But now, talk a little bit, kind of getting off that. If you guys got any questions about summertime fishing or rigging or whatever, just put them in the comments. We'll try to get to them, and we love taking any questions. Like I say, it's open mic night. Also, if you're in here, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're watching from YouTube, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. If you're here tonight watching, hit the thumbs up button, and share it. Share this video with your friends. Let's get some more people in here. Let's get to talking fishing.
I guess we have any things we named at Leesville, did we?
Nothing that I really remember of.
Yeah,
like
we just have that.
It was always a grind at Leesville. You know what I mean? Like we had to.
That row of docks we drop shot wasn't too bad.
No, that wasn't bad either. That's a drop shot docks.
Yeah, drop shot lane or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. But like we always fished that one cove on the right once we took off from the boat ramp.
Yeah, the one you always watch the current go backwards.
Yeah, that was a weird
way that worked.
The current, so it was it's a private boat ramp there with a gate and all that stuff. But the current, and it's like a lot of riprap on the edge. But the current would come under the dock, and it's like a strong current.
Yeah, it was going toward the back of the cove.
Yeah, and then it would turn, and it would go back out to the main channel.
Yeah.
It was just weird.
Yeah, I don't know why it worked like that.
And that was the only spot in that cut that did that. You know what I mean? Like, It was weird. I mean, it's like a strong current. So, but maybe when we go up there, maybe we'll go up there and shoot some video this fall and talk about that a little bit. Have it in a video. It's just
Yeah.
weird. But Leesville Lake's a weird lake anyway, so I call it a tidal lake.
Because they raise and lower it so much.
Yeah, I mean that lake has was me and you that was fishing at one time. They were dumping all that water in from Smith, and it was a whole big stack of like brush coming in.
Yeah, because we had to keep dodging this stuff.
Yeah, and I hung a fish there, and we're trying to like net it, and it's like trees and stuff coming in. And it wasn't big trees, but there is like sometimes you look like you walk across a lake,
Yeah.
and then by lunchtime you run back down, it's all gone.
I actually do better in Leesville than I do Smith for some reason.
You do like during the day you
I don't know
do,
why, I just do.
but like at nighttime you do okay.
I don't think I've ever fished Leesville at night.
Well, I've never. I wouldn't want to fish it at
Yeah,
nighttime.
I do good at Smith at night.
Yeah, but yeah, it's Leesville's a grind, man. Like I like
Yeah.
Leesville better in the fall.
Yeah, it seemed like we could do better, especially when we had them old what was them things? Them renegade crankbaits.
Oh yeah, the old Walmart specials.
Yeah, we was catching the fire out of them with them things.
Yeah, they liked them up there. Now I don't even throw them anymore. I don't even have any more.
I got like 6 of. I bought like 6 of them, but I think I got 2 of them that I've never opened.
Because that's what we used to throw at Briary all the time.
Yeah, because everybody said you couldn't throw crankbaits at Briary,
Yeah, it's.
but we did, and we caught fish.
Yeah, I like that. That and jerkbaits. We do jerkbaits at Briary too.
David wants to know if you're going to make it to Bob's on the 28th.
No, I'm not, and I need to talk to Bob about it. But my son has a go-kart race that weekend, so we were up in there if we were going to fish it, race it or not. And this one's kind of like I guess it's like a national. I'm gonna say national. It's like a big regional deal. It's called the American Dream Race, and we've been wanting to keep them in the cart and keep them going. And so I probably am not gonna make that. On the way there, I might stop in and say hi. But I think we're going to keep trucking because we got to go by that way anyways to get there. So
Yeah.
I might stop in, say hi, and talk to everybody for a little bit, and then we're going to probably getting heading on because I got to take a trailer up there Friday night and drop it off. Makes me a little nervous.
Why you got to do that?
The parking, it's so many people is going to be at this race.
So you can't have your truck and trailer?
I can, but just trying to get in there is going to be tight.
Brett says he just ordered a 7SV. He'd be here by the 31st.
All right. Is that the one that was just asking?
Yeah, he was asking us a while ago.
All right.
Well, there you go.
Well, there you go, Chris. Good job, man.
Yeah, you'll enjoy
Point
that.
him in the right direction.
Yeah.
Well, help
Now,
somebody
as far as
tonight.
a battery goes,
Well, which ones did you get?
I got one of the little. I went to Batteries Plus and got one of those little square rectangular batteries that goes in like an emergency light
Yeah.
because it fits perfectly in my dry pod. I don't know what kind of kayak he has, but it fits perfectly in there with all the wiring and stuff like that.
And
It'll run it. I've run it twice all day long and it hasn't run dead. I've never even charged the battery.
and that's like about 6 inches long.
Yeah, it's about 6 inches long by about 3 inches wide
Yeah.
by about, I don't know, 6 inches tall.
Now you can go lithium. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But
if-
I mean, it's all
If
in
you're
what
just,
you.
I'm just running at those. I don't use a motor, so
Yeah. Yeah. And well, really, we tell people don't even run your graph off the same one you're going to run your
yeah.
motor with.
Like I
you
said,
know?
it fits perfectly in my
Yeah,
pod
the
on
dry pod's
my-
perfect.
in my bona fide. So
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when you got that. It does. It fits perfect because the way it's got that little cutout down in there
yeah,
fits perfect. So, but yeah, I mean, you ain't got to spend a lot of money.
yeah.
On,
I think I paid like $40 for that battery.
Yeah.
It's a Duracell.
Yeah, you ain't got to pay a lot of money. I always tell people, it's on what your budget is if you want a lithium, but I don't think yours weighs much more than what the daggone lithiums weigh. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, it's not that heavy. So, but yeah, I mean, when you're going to like the motors and stuff, I recommend
Yeah.
lithiums in kayaks.
Terry
but-
wants to know, would I want a fast or moderate fast casting rod in a kayak for a quarter to 3/8 finesse jigs, medium or medium heavy?
Now, what rod was it again? I know he's talking about finesse jigs, but
Casting rod
and what size?
in a kayak for quarter to 3/8 finesse jigs, medium or medium heavy.
When it comes to jig fishing, I still go. Let's see, quarter to 3/8 is what he said.
Yeah.
I would go medium heavy.
Okay.
That's what I would go with. You get down to medium, it's not enough there. So if you because sometimes you're bringing it through brush, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And the thing about a jig, down to a quarter. Now anything lighter than a quarter, you could get away with a medium a little bit more because it's more compact, more finesse, thinner hook, all of that. But a lot of times your quarters, and all that, at least the ones we mess with, have a little bit thicker hook, especially with the weed guard and all that stuff. If you don't trim them up much, you're going to want a medium heavy when you set the hook.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, because you got to drive that hook in them.
Yeah.
And, you know, in a kayak you got to sometimes think out your selection as well, because when you set the hook, you're pulling your boat to the fish.
Yeah.
So you're losing some of that impact. So if you go with a medium, you're losing a lot of that hook set. Now, if you're going like drop shot, shaky heads and all that, it's not too bad, because you're not really setting the hook so much. You're just kind of pulling into it.
Yeah.
But when you the jig, you want to cross their eyes. I mean, you got to lay into it, because you want that hook in the top. And because a lot of times the jig is going into the roof of their mouth.
Yeah. You don't want it to come out if it goes,
Yeah, and it's tough in the roof of their mouth. So you got to hammer down on it. So yeah, I would at least go medium heavy. And me, I've always liked a 7-foot rod for jig fishing. I know some guys like going down to a 6'10". I've always liked a 7-foot rod, but see, a lot of our jig rods are heavy. But if you're not gonna fish anything, I mean, like, and we fish a 1/4 to 3/8 with them. We go to heavy action rod, but just don't go like extra heavy.
Yeah.
And each rod company is different too. That like Falcon, for instance, their medium heavy is actually a little bit lighter than I think most rod than some other brands. And their heavy action rod is a little lighter than some other heavy action rods. But their extra heavies is like, now that's a punching rod. You know what I mean? For
a piece
thick
of
grass.
rebar.
Yeah, it's for thick grass and all that stuff. So, but yeah, good question. I appreciate that.
Craig says he runs 2 Noclas in series to make a 12-volt, 20-amp-hour battery.
Yeah,
That's another option if you wanted to.
yeah. Nocla's a lithium. You can run them. I don't mind the Noclas. It's just I know Nocla had a bad thing there for a while with some of them not taking charge right, and but I use a Nocla when I'm filming out in the kayak. That's what keeps my GoPro charged. So, Chris, is it raining outside? Is it just me?
Hold on, let me take my headset off.
Sorry, it ain't a big deal. I was just curious. I thought.
Shh, I can't hear.
Oh, sorry.
I believe it is.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I can text Brittany and confirm.
okay. But, anyways, kind of getting onto the tackle side of things. I know, we have talked this up, talking about we're really excited about things that are coming and things that are going to be happening with One Objective. And
Oh, sorry, Craig. I don't mean to cut you off. Craig
No.
says 7 foot heavy is his preference.
yeah, that's a lot. Like I say, that's what a lot of times we go with our jigging rods. I do have some stuff for like small, round, like ball head jigs that I have a medium heavy for.
What would you use for a trailer hitch jig, or whatever they call that thing?
Trailer hitch jig.
Oh, not the trailer. What the
Oh,
ones with the giant,
like
like the 3/4 or whatever they are.
like the one with like the swinging head on it?
No,
that-
just that giant one. They were throwing them. The pros were using them several years ago. They're like a 3/4 ounce.
Like big jig.
Yeah,
I'd go heavy.
yeah.
I don't.
Because I don't know nobody that throws those, but they do
Yeah,
make
like
them.
they got the big mop jigs, and they got the, there's a lot of. Most time my jig selection is heavy, but when I'm flipping a jig, it's like by a brush pile. I'm putting it in some brush, or I'm putting it beside a dock. And so when you hammer down into them, for one, you want to set the hook good, and you want to get them out of there. So, because a lot of times on you catch a fish on a jig, it's a big fish. You will catch little ones, but most of the time it's a decent sized jig fish. That's why they always say that if you see a man flipping a jig all day, he's only fishing for 5 bites,
Yeah.
because it's hard to get many bites on it. But some days you can really wear them out, but a lot of times it's 5 good bites. So, but anyways, back on track. I'm talking about the tackle store. I know I've shared a post the other day. We shared a post the other day on Facebook and Instagram and all that about us getting into the tackle side of things. When you go on there, like we're getting Strike King. Look, I know some stuff we ain't got a lot of. Like we got 3 different colors of Strike King square bill. That's all we could get. So we got more stuff coming. We actually got a huge selection that we're going to be putting on our website this week of Bandit crankbaits. So if you guys are into the Bandits, the 200s, 300s, all that stuff, we're going to have them up here soon. Net baits. Love throwing a pocket crawl. I don't know, Chris, I threw that one. Okay, it's right there. I love throwing a pocket crawl. And
It's right here. You want to see it or something?
yeah, just throw it over to me.
Put it up to the microphone so they can
So
see it.
guys, some guys ain't seen pocket crawl. I know a lot of people have. Oh,
Hey, nice catch there.
oh, God dang!
Killing the studio here.
Drop the catch board, pulling wires. Hold on 1 second. I tried to catch it with my other hand, and I hit the mic, so I couldn't.
Well, did you get the bait?
I got the bait though,
That's all that matters.
and look, the catch board held up. It didn't break, so we're
Yeah,
good.
well,
It wasn't a hog trough. Oh man, look, I got everything disarrayed here. Look, I just see it come up on the screen. But anyways, it's just a crawl bait, paca crawl. We got them in the baby pacas, we got them in the trailers, and then we got the big paca crawls that are coming. So we pretty much ordered every color they got. Now I don't know if we're gonna have them all. I know, and then we also did their finesse worms.
Get any bee bugs?
We did not get no bee bugs from dude. When we was going through the paperwork, I don't even remember seeing a bee bug that they on there anymore. So I don't know if they even make it anymore.
Was it the D-bomb that looks just like it?
Yeah, it's like a beaver style bait.
Yeah.
But they do have one that is the and now it's gonna slip my mind. It's like a pitching bait.
Oh, really?
Like it's a small crawl, like
Oh,
pitching
okay.
bait.
Yeah.
Kind of in that Zoom speed crawl kind of territory.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways, that's kind of that's what we got. I can't believe that.
Brett says he has a SS-107, but he ordered one of those batteries from Yak Attack.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
the Naqua.
Yep. And that's what I got. I got 2 of those on mine, the Yak Attack ones. They're good setup for sure. But anyways, we got them coming. So we're adding more. Like all last week. That's
And what are
basically
the Pop-Rs that y'all got? What lure? Who makes
the
those?
Strike Kings
Strike
right
King?
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've
And
seen them on the website, but I didn't know which one they were.
yeah, and we tried to get more colors, man, but it's hard. We're trying to keep to the basic colors at first and then move on in, because like with us doing web-based and a tackle store, you got to kind of have everything,
But Craig says, don't forget Key-Tech.
Oh yeah, we got
Key-Tech, or how you say it.
Kitech. You better say it right, or Craig's gonna get you.
Yeah.
It's Kitech,
Okay.
and so I got corrected too. So don't feel bad because I always called it Keytech as well. So anyways, we got Kitech in too. We're hoping to do another big order with them here soon. That's just trying, like I say, just waiting to get shipments in. Like they got to get their inventory in. A lot of these companies won't allow you to do pre-orders, so you can only order when it's in stock.
No, okay.
So you can't put your name on nothing and do a pre-order, which I get that because we've done that before, and I just do not like doing pre-orders. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming. So right now we're struggling with hours because when we go in and we manufacture, we get all our orders shipped out for the day. If we're done by, if it's 3:00 and all our orders are done, we leave, and we go fishing or we just go home and chill or work on videos and all that stuff. So that's where we're kind of running into a bind right now is like having to stay till 5. You know what I mean? Sometimes James has to get his kids or like say I'm not in town all week long. I come home on Wednesdays and Thursdays, stuff like that. So we're working all that out. We got a few bugs to work out, but shipping wise and all that, we'll be able to ship out any, baits and all that. We got jackhammers in, so chatterbait. So we're trying to get all the good stuff.
Got all the good stuff.
Yeah, so that's what we're working on. But you can check it out on oneobjectivebf.com and go on there and just check out all the baits we got. I'm trying to organize it so it's simple. But if you guys got any suggestions on like trying to do it, I'm trying to do different categories. Like I got top water, so I got the poppers and the frogs. That's the only top waters we got right now.
Any possibly getting some Falcon rods and stuff?
I don't know how we're going to do rods yet because of the shipping deal. You know what I mean? So if we do rods, it's going to be stuff we stock in the store but not put on the website.
Oh, okay.
And the reason why we like this right now it can change. The reason why we like this right now is just because shipping is through the roof right now.
Oh, wow.
And like say, if you mess up and like UPS can get you sometimes when it comes to shipping stuff. And, like people complain about price of shipping going up. I can't believe it costs this much money to ship stuff because it does cost it. Actually, a lot of these companies are eating it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We eat it sometimes with shipping. That's why, we had to go to if people return something, we had to do a return policy kind of deal. You
Like
know
a
what I mean?
restocking
Yeah,
fee?
like a restocking fee because we're going in the hole shipping some of this stuff.
Yeah.
And if we had to, we would have shipping on some of this stuff would cost $20 or $30. You know how much it costs to ship something to Honolulu?
I'd say like $150, $200.
Well, not quite that much, but it was like $65 to
How
ship.
much is it shipped to Australia?
I don't even know. Like when we do that, it's like such a big package. You know what I mean? Like we're working on a deal right now with Sweden, and like trying to work all that stuff up. You know what I mean? But out of country, it's like so different. It really
Joel
is.
wants to know: do you guys ever try drop shot the small Kitech swim baits?
I have never drop shotted the small Kitech swim baits, but Craig has a worm that a bait he was talking about is great on drop shots from Kitech. So I'm sure he'll chime in here in a minute.
He apparently likes them a lot.
Yeah. No, I haven't. Yeah, Craig is on Kitech's team.
Oh, okay. Well,
So, he's going to talk them up pretty good. But they're a good bait
now,
anyways.
do they make worms? Or just
Yeah.
swim baits?
Yep, they make worms too.
Okay, I've never seen them, so I didn't know.
Yeah, they make jigs too.
Because every time I go to Bass Pro Shops, I never have them.
No, they have their model now. That's the thing I get irritated about Bass Pro Shops anymore. Like it's even disappointing. I like going just to see the aquariums and how each one's different. Like the one we went to in Texas and in Dallas, man, that was amazing. But like you going and looking at baits, it's kind of disappointing. Like
last time I was at the one in Tennessee, they had hardly no Zoom stuff.
Yeah, but they'll have a pile load of their stuff. You know what I mean?
They got their stuff.
And I just like you're not
got
giving your people options.
Plenty of Lunker Hunt spiders.
Oh yeah,
plenty of those. You want one of those to scare you every time you open your tackle box.
I never thought about that. It probably would. Or like if you had like
just
they
lures,
wanted
you
to boat.
just have to like hang it from something so you know that it's a lure, not an actual spider.
Yeah. Well, you know how I am. Like
I'll put it in a box and write this is a spider lure.
Yeah, spider lure box.
Yeah, spider lure box.
Well, I know how I am. Like I'll take something off and throw it on the floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No, and then you'll
freak
freak
go to
out.
Stomp it, then you'll get a hook in your foot.
Especially barefoot or something.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, yeah. No, I get disappointed every time I go to Bass Pro, and I don't like knocking a company at all, but they got to do something when it comes to like different variety of brands, because that's what they were.
And they really don't have a lot of missile stuff either.
No, well, yeah, well, it's a lot of companies that pull like something we've noticed ain't in there is Spro. We went in there the other week. Which one did we go into? Looking for some Spro stuff.
Yeah,
could not find it. Which was weird to me, because we were looking for some
they got
crankbaits.
plenty of those XPS.
Oh yeah,
purple and pink crankbait things that no one wants to buy.
Yeah, it's a crapshoot when you go into Bass Pro.
Yeah, it's like is it going to have or is it not?
Yeah, we went to one near Savannah, Georgia, on the way back. I don't know if it wasn't right in Savannah, but it was like on the outskirts, I guess.
Yeah,
that one was a crap hole.
Oh really?
Like, they had nothing. They had nothing in there. Even like half their Bass Pro like brands were gone. I'm like, what is this? Like it was such a disappointment. Like we went in there.
And don't go in there looking for kayak accessories either.
No,
you can get your feelings hurt.
Well, they got like two pegs of Yak Attack.
Yeah, that's the what was it? The straps.
Yeah, the straps and probably the drip rings. That's what I see
think
when
so.
I go in
Yeah,
there.
the strap, the hold. What do they call the straps? The hold downs.
For strapping a kayak down.
Yeah,
I can't remember what the name. Like,
but that's what
yak
they had.
straps or
Those.
something.
They had those, and they had the drip ring, whatever you call it, things.
Yeah, and sometimes a roto grip.
No, I've never seen that there.
Oh, really?
No, not the ones I've been in.
Yeah, so like they have like the basic stuff, and then I'm just like, God dang, like they're trying to push the whole kayak side, and that's all they got.
Yeah.
It's just that. So, anyways, if y'all need Yak Attack stuff, make sure you check out oneobjectivebf.com. I try to do
have it when Bass Pro doesn't.
That's right. That's exactly right. And
that's all the time.
Yeah, and we try to
Cam
stock
straps. Thank you, Craig.
Yeah, yep, cam straps. That's right. And we try to stock everything like Yak Attack has, basically. You know what I mean? Like most of their regular stuff.
Y'all got a good spread of Yak Attack stuff.
Yeah, I'm really proud of our Yak Attack selection. So
and your missile baits line.
Yes, and then our soon to be net baits. Up there soon. That's going to be nice. So.
Will you be getting the bulk stuff in, like the giant bags of missile baits?
We do got some bulk. I don't have them on the website yet, but we do have the bulk bags there. I had to go back down to see what colors.
50.
Yeah, was it 25?
D-bombs.
Yeah.
The only color available, which is green pumpkin. The only relevant color, anyway.
Yeah. Is there any other color that exists? Just green pumpkin.
I don't think so.
That's all you need is green pumpkin. You can go anywhere in the country and catch one off green pumpkin.
Yep.
So, but also, guys, before we let you guys get going here, I want to talk to you. We got some more One Objective shirts in.
Oh man.
So we got some more of these in. Also, we're gonna have them up on the website soon. Is some of I meant to bring the shirt down. I forgot. Is the fish head? We stand for the flag. We're stand for our flag shirts.
I don't think I've seen that one yet.
No, we had it at the fair. We haven't put it up on anything yet or any of that. So we'll have some of those shirts on the website. I'm hoping this week. We got a few fish heads hats that we hope to have up on the website here soon. But like I said, we got the One Objective shirts and all that in stock. So, but talking about the fair real quick. It was fun. We had the last day sucked because it was a massive storm that come in and ended up canceling the concert. So that's kind of the big deal.
I can confirm it is raining here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. That one just popped up, didn't it?
Apparently so.
But you know they had oh man, I can't even think the guy's name now. Watermelon Dance or whatever. I can't remember what they got. Tracy Bird.
The country music.
Yeah. So they had him in on Thursday night, and we were booming. We're doing pretty good. It was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Wednesday we were actually pretty busy considering like we didn't think that was gonna be a busy night, and then Thursday was pretty decent because Tracy Bird was in there. You got people drinking, having a good time, and it's hot. We're in an air-conditioned building, so they want to come in and cool off and hang out.
Spend some of that money.
Yeah, come in and buy some
Craig
tackle.
said it rained 3 feet at the fair.
Yeah, it was, dude. It was crazy how much rain came in, and it killed it. You know what I mean? Like
It's killed the vibe.
It killed the vibe. Friday sucked. It was okay, but I mean, it just we had to be there all day. Like the other days, you had to be there by 3 to get really get going. And Friday it opened up at 10, and it was slow, man. Like we had Jason and Craig come down and help us out, and
So was y'all the only fishing vendor in there?
yeah, everybody thought it was the coolest thing.
We all owned the market then.
Yeah, like we had to market like
Yeah.
we had to market strapped down
Yeah.
in the tackle side of things, you know. And the cool thing was like like a lot of wives would drag their husbands to it. You know what I mean? Like they just want to go look at the fair, the crafts, and all that stuff. We had something for them.
Yeah, y'all was ready.
So some of the husbands they'd come in our booth while the wives would take a lap around the expo, you know, and buy jewelry and
That could take an hour.
yeah. So, I mean, we had guys that come in, and then we had the kayak set up. Everybody loved the kayak deal. That's what really sold it was like getting people in there. And oh God, man, my wife
Okay.
though, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there
She-
you go.
Look, see, at least we know she listens.
And Craig also says a 2.0 Kitech, 2 Spark Shad, and awesome on drop shot.
Well, there you go. See, I
And
told you, Craig.
he's a fan of the no, that's Chris Cabral.
Oh,
And he's also a fan of the old XPS double whopper plopper.
yeah. Well, we got that
The
for the
double
test.
whopper plopper.
I think that's the one we got for the test video.
Okay.
So we're gonna have all kinds of different sounds on that one. So but here's the shirt. We stand for the flag right here. Fish Heads makes it. We just we get them in from them, and we're gonna co-brand I think with a few of their shirts. But really, I mean it's a comfortable shirt, man. Really nice shirt. So we don't have them in this color. This was something we just kind of picked out. We want to see what the red look like, but all of them are in gray. Really, really nice looking shirt. Very comfortable shirt. So, like I say, check those out here soon. I'm hoping by the end of the week we'll have them up
Brett
there.
wants to know the bracket that you serve the whole parking pole. Will it slide into a Mighty Mount track, or will it have to drill holes in a kayak? No, it goes in the track. He's talking about the
The anchor pole holder?
anchor pole holder.
What was the question again?
He's wanting to know if you had to drill holes in a kayak, or will it go in a slide track?
It goes in the track. It comes with the T-bolts.
Yeah, it comes with
slide
all the
into the
bolts
track.
and what have you, and goes in the track.
The only thing that you'd have to do anything different for is like a feel free because their track system's wider. So you'd have to have their adapter piece or whatever that is that that goes with that. But other than that, yeah, it just goes right in track work. You don't have to. You can take it off real easy. All that stuff.
Yeah,
So
good little invention.
yeah, I mean it's basic. You know what I mean? It's just a basic little tool.
You have an if he has the SS107, so he ain't gonna worry about it. It goes right in that track.
Oh yeah, it goes right in track.
Any of the tracks he wants to put it in.
What's that?
Anyone like the front, back. you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And like some people, they'll get our accessory mounting plate.
Some people get 2 of them.
Yeah, we do. A lot of times people order them. They order 2 at a time, so they have one on each side.
Yeah.
Don't have to swap it back and forth. And then if you depending on where you're at, you can put them on both sides and just sit there and chill. You ain't gonna swing around none or any of that
Hang
stuff.
out.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the fair was great. Had a good time. Got to meet a lot of great customers, a lot of great people that found out about our
Was it
shop.
the Myth, the Man, and Legend was there, wasn't
Yeah, Myth Man Legend Jason Hensley. He come there Friday. No, Saturday. Helped us out. So it was like I say, we had a good time. Craig was there. I wish we could have. I know Robert. He had a tournament. He was fishing, so I know he wasn't going to be able to come. And you had some stuff going on, so you wasn't able
Yeah.
to make it down there.
he? Yeah.
Plus, it was kind of a far drive for you. It was like 3-hour trip for you to make it down there. So,
Yeah,
but
it was a good little drive.
yeah. So we had the wives. They helped out. The kids helped out. That was really fun. The kids were running the cash register, and I will say, James.
You have a cash register now?
Well, it's a we had a desk, and then we had the little money
The
box, the money box.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you had one of those
No,
deals where you set the iPad on top of it.
we do have the program for that. We just didn't have it all set up.
Oh, okay.
And like the service sucked inside of there. We actually had to go outside to run people's car.
That.
Inside of a metal building, it just sucked.
They didn't have Wi-Fi in there?
No,
Oh, man.
that's what some people on the fair committee was talking. I was like, y'all got to get Wi-Fi in here. Like this is, we had to go outside to run people's cards sometimes.
Well, let me take your card outside here. I'm not doing nothing shady.
Yeah.
Listen,
I thought here, walk with me,
Yeah.
like because I didn't want them thinking nothing. But yeah, it was fun though. We had a good
You have to
time.
break out the old deal from back in the day where you set the card in there, you run that thing across it.
Oh yeah, and it copies it or whatever.
Yeah, copies it or whatever. and
Carbon
have,
copies
have
it.
them sign it, and you rip their copy off.
That's old school.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, yeah, kids did a watermelon eating competition.
How'd that go?
That was pretty. It's pretty interesting. You know what I mean? Like, I could be a very competitive person. If anybody knows me, I can be a very competitive person, and just fishing tournaments and into racing and all that stuff. I'm just very competitive. So when the kids are doing a watermelon competition, eating competition, like James's son, he ended up placing second.
Oh, wow.
In one of them, and
Seedless watermelon?
no,
Oh, man.
these are them big dudes, man, like bigger than this catch board.
That makes it even harder.
Yeah,
They let you put any salt on it?
no,
Oh, man.
he just eating. But I'm gonna tell you what, their watermelons down there are pretty sweet.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy us one and bring it back. But anyways, like some of the apparently the way to win a watermelon eating contest is
You just have to, like, stick your face in it and
and just go back and forth.
go back and forth like a typewriter.
You don't even eat it.
You just kind of mush it up or whatever and
Yeah.
turn it to water.
So like Matthew and Alyssa and Genevieve and all of them, they're doing it, and they're just they're doing it the right way. They're
They're-
eating it
yeah.
and trying to chew it fast enough.
spit
And
the seeds out. And
yeah, and I'm watching all these other kids just like
they're pros at it, apparently.
yeah, they won. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
knew what to do.
Until next year, they need to have a hot wing eating contest.
Dude, if they would have done it, I would have been. They had a hot dog one, but I don't like hot
Yeah.
dogs enough that I throw
Them
up on
dudes,
it.
they dip them in a cup and shove them in their mouth.
Yeah, there's no way I could do it. But if they had a
or,
wing
or
eating
like a hot-
competition,
or like a Carolina Reaper eating contest or something.
I don't think I can do that one either. I mean, I might would try one, but I don't think I can do.
Chris
the
wants to know, do you like the Ike Red Hobie? I've never seen one.
you can pull it up.
Let's see.
It's nothing. Trying to think how I want to word this. The wow factor wasn't there for me. You know what I mean? Like, I think the color scheme's pretty cool, but like there was so much hype, as everything is at ICAST. There was so much hype for it. I thought it was gonna be something crazy, like a motor setup with it, or some kind of limited edition accessory that only come on that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
something crazy. And they pulled it out, and it was red, and it had the shark teeth or whatever you call those teeth on the front, and it had Ike in the pads. And I mean, it was cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's a limited edition boat, and if not many people going to have it, and it was cool looking, but
it don't
It just
do
wa-
nothing special.
no,
It's
it wasn't like, I
just
gotta order
exists. It exists.
yeah, it was no, damn, I need to go order that right now. It was just, all right, look, that's pretty cool. It's a red Hobie, because they don't have that color, which to me, I think that's a color they ought to have, because that was actually a pretty cool color. But I don't know. I'm just, the kayaking industry is at a point right now where, it's tough to do something crazy right now, because for one, supplies are tough to even get boats. So to come out with anything new, I knew it was gonna be really tough. You know, and Bonafide came out with their P127.
There we go. There's what it looks like.
So yeah. I mean, it's not a. I mean, it's cool. You know what I mean? Like it's.
I mean, you could make those stickers on a cricket or something and stick them on there and call it.
Yeah. Well, it was a dude on. It was a guy on there
It
selling them.
just won't be red.
Yeah. There was a guy on there selling them after that came
what,
out.
Is that a Pro Angler 14?
Yep. Yeah, I mean it's a. I mean I like the Pro Angler to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a little blurry picture, but you get the idea what it looks like.
Yeah.
Does it say Ike on it anywhere?
It says it in the pads,
Okay.
the deck pads. It says Ike.
So they wear out, and you never be able to find them.
I know that's me. Like that's why I'm all about. I just do not like limited edition boats that much anymore, because if they do anything,
Yeah, Craig says it's just a red PA 14360.
yeah, I mean it's nothing. There's your stickers in your teeth and your eyes. It says
Yeah.
Ike on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking Ike and all their stuff. I like a lot of stuff that they do and all that, but I just
It just should have had something special about it to make it stand out, other than being the color.
yeah. Well, the hype was just insane. I mean that's all. That was what people were talking about at ICAST. You know, like what is this Hobie boat gonna be?
Yeah.
And then that I was like, ah, dang, this is it. So,
Joel wants to know how many watermelons did it take to win.
the kids ate 2,
Okay.
but
They do it by
they're
time,
like,
though,
yeah,
right?
but they're like this long, so they got 2 minutes or whatever,
Yeah.
to eat, or a minute, and they're about that long.
Did we have any returns on the watermelon? Maybe.
Like throwing up.
Yeah.
No, but it was a dude who got really sick from the hot dog. Like he passed out. like not there eating it, but like he ate it and he won. Cause dude, he placed second in the watermelon eating competition.
Then he went to the hot dog
Then-
after.
Right after he went to the hot dog eating competition.
Punish me. That's
Yeah,
what he-
I
punish
want
me.
to die.
I want to die today.
So he goes over there and wins that. And then somebody
He's a power eater.
yeah, James or somebody was saying that they found him passed out at the bathroom or something. I don't know what.
Man,
His
I
blood pressure must have went through the roof.
were they Nathan's hot dogs?
I don't. I'm assuming they probably were. I'm not sure though.
I know that's the obviously the Nathan's competition does it.
Yeah, but see, like the watermelon competition, they had like kids of this age, and then
Yeah.
adults and all that. And
It'd be hard to get sick off a watermelon, I would think. Maybe
I would think it's basically water.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
with some
Like
stuff. Unless they're
I mean,
eating-
you can get bloated from it.
unless they're eating the seeds.
Yeah, I mean you can get bloated from eating too much watermelon. But like say they were just turning it to mush and spitting it out.
Yeah, Craig says the group in the hot dog competition was the Motley Crue for sure.
Yeah, it was funny. It was a good time, man. I loved the county fair deal. I think it was just, you know what I mean? Like it's old school kind of, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
back in the day,
yeah.
doing the fairs is like Bedford. They do one here and there, but like
I don't think they did one this. Well, they want to do it this year.
normally it's in the fall, so I don't know. But then like we have Centerfest.
That's kind of
That's a bust now.
a bust now. Nobody goes to that anymore.
Now, well, like to rent a booth is like ridiculous.
I mean,
Now-
back in the day, they were lined up all on the sides of the streets. Now they line them up in the middle of the street.
Yeah, and then like that's where you used to go and hang out with your buddies.
And
Remember
actually, they like close it down to like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Where back in the day, it was open from what
it was in the
8
morning
in the
till
morning
like
till like midnight.
yeah, because they had the
bands.
concerts.
Yeah, they had bands on at the ends of every street.
Yeah. And they had the beer truck and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And
Yeah.
like figures we get of age to be able to drink and can't even do nothing.
Yeah,
But you never wanted to anyways, because Bedford City, they were looking for you to
yeah.
They
Come
were-
on, and drink.
yeah.
some, take it to jail.
drink one more. I swear I dare you drink one
Yeah.
more. No, I love our police force. I'm not picking. I'm just saying. But that's Bedford for you. That's just how it is.
Bedford, like me and Brittany have this thing about the Bedford Walmart. They
Yeah.
don't ever have nothing.
Yeah.
But they did today. They had what I needed today. I'm proud.
wow.
Of them. I'm proud of them.
Wow, that's a first. They never
Bonsack
had it.
didn't have it, but Bedford did, and I'm proud of them.
Wow, that's crazy. that Bedford Walmart has something over Bonsack.
I need to get James to build him a trophy or something. Put on the thing the day you had something when no one else didn't.
Yeah. They probably ain't got it now though. It's probably gone.
No, they had 3 of them.
Oh
I
really?
didn't buy all 3 of them. I just needed one. One of the things.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a miracle.
Yeah.
But
Joel also says he liked the Bonafide PDL they had at ICAST.
oh yeah, the P127.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I just tell people this: if you're gonna buy one, test it out first, because they didn't have the opportunity to test it out. And like I've been in a Native Titan, I've been in the Slayer. They fish well. But the only thing I hated about it was you had to invest a lot of money just to be able to get to, if you wanted to successfully use the pedal system to the rudder system, you had to really invest. It was like $300 to $400 by getting a better rudder and a better cable system to be able to make it turn more than 45 degrees.
Yeah.
You needed a 90-degree turn on the rudder, and you just couldn't do it with the factory setup, And it
I don't
did.
know why they didn't make it to where it just turned.
I don't know. Like, why? I mean, you seen it when I was between docks. I was fighting that thing, trying to
Oh,
get
you
out.
was fighting that. It was like an old cruise ship.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
bow thrusters on the front of that thing.
I was
Nice
getting
boat.
so
It just-
mad.
It just didn't turn.
Yeah, and that's why, I mean, we take the pedal drive out of it and just put the motor on the front. You know what I
Craig
mean?
says Bedford is so country.
Oh yeah, Craig's from around here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I always encourage people, no matter what boat you get, to go out and pedal it.
Yeah, if you have like an opportunity to try one out. or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, and they need to. They need to be able to have demos with these boats. I know right now the supply is so low that you can't demo them. So these team guys should be getting them after October.
New River's been selling the fire out of some boats though.
Who's that?
New River.
Oh yeah, yeah. And but just pedal it. I don't know. Like, people are probably gonna get mad at me when I say this, but to me, it just, like, if you sit in a Slayer and you sit in that, it's very similar to what it looks like. When you're sitting in it, everybody's like, "Oh, it's a different hull." It is a different hull on the bottom. It's got that bona fide style hull. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
catamaran style hull.
Yeah.
So I will give them that. But like the inside, I don't know. It just wasn't. I don't know. I think it'll be a great boat. It just, I would say, get out there and paddle it. You know?
You gotta try it out, see if you like it.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
If I was going, me personally, if I was going to jump into a pedal drive system, it's probably going to be more like a Hobie. If I want to jump into a pedal drive system, to be quite honest, I just like their system better. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to really kill yourself to use it. It's fast, and the rudder system's great. No, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like their system's a little bit better when it comes to a pedal drive system. But you're paying a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're paying $5,000 for a 360 drive,
Yeah.
and they ain't got the kinks worked out in their pedal drive system either, with stuff breaking and all that. So,
And Chris says he's referring to the Ike boat. He says one shop sold all 6 in a week and a half.
oh yeah, and I seen like
I believe that's what he's talking about. I believe he's talking
Yeah.
about the Ike boat.
yeah. Well, like Dugout Baits, they're a dealer of ours. I know they had them in. I don't know if they're sold out, but I know they've sold a few. A lot of these other, I mean, they're just gonna sell fast. And that's how limited edition boats are. It's just like when Bonafide did theirs.
I wonder if anybody, like they do car collectors, anybody just buys one and just puts it in their garage and never uses it.
Yeah, like it's like somebody's got like all the limited edition Bonafides.
Yeah,
and
he's got all the limited. He's got them like set up like how the car collectors, they set their warehouses up and it looks like a gas station. And if they do it like a
it looks like a pond or
like
a
a
dock.
pond or something, they got their limited edition sitting there and they got like a plaque in front of it talking about it.
I don't know.
This is the what was that one called? The Bomber or whatever they called it.
Oh yeah, the Bonafide Bomber.
The Bomber, and they had
Tiki,
the Tiki, and they had the what was the other
Fusion,
one? The Fusion,
Black Widow.
the Black Widow.
I think that was it, wasn't it?
Well,
Was that all?
the Woodsman, I guess, was kind of a
That was supposed to be. I don't know what
they
happened
made.
with
They
all-
made more of them than
Yeah.
what they made of the others, and then they had the. They still make the Ford blue one or whatever they call it.
No, they had to change the color. It was supposed to be Shelby blue, and they changed it to Palmetto blue.
Yeah.
I think it still got it actually. Yeah,
Okay,
they still
that and Hondo orange.
they don't make the Hondo no more.
Well, that's somebody. I'm talking about the collector.
Oh yeah, the collector have it. Yeah,
yeah, it's got the
yeah,
Hondo orange in there.
yeah.
What
Yeah,
was that other blue one they made that had the red trim on the pads?
That's like the one Craig has got.
Cool Hand Blue?
No, it was the Patriot.
Patriot.
That's the one Craig's got.
But didn't they make one called Cool Hand Blue too?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
They did make a Cool Hand
Yeah,
blue one.
Patriot is. Craig's got the Patriot edition.
Yeah, the Cool Hand blue one is that's the one they got rid of that and Hondo orange, and then they went to that
And Canyon.
Palmetto.
Dean says he has the 117 Canyon.
I like that color.
I don't remember that color. What was that?
It's wild looking, dude. It's like a burnt orange or red color.
Is that the one that has the green in it too?
No, I don't know if that one's got green in it, but it's got like a sand looking
I don't
color and
think I remember
black, and
seeing that one.
it's pretty wild looking. Yeah, I like.
I do like the one they call the Venom, but that's not a special edition either. I don't believe.
No, that's a bright look. I like that boat too. At first, I didn't like it. I was like, that's ugly. And then I was like, man, the more I look at this boat, because I was helping Bob down there in his shop, I was like, man, I really like this boat. The more I look at it, so if I got another one, that might be what I would. That might be what I would get. So what are they saying? What is that?
Oh, Palmetto Blue and the Patriot. Look, Craig, he's got the Patriot edition.
Yeah.
How Craig, on the Patriot edition? I know the pads have white in it. Do they get a lot of dirt on them? Is it easy to keep them clean? I mean,
That's what I've wondered.
Have
too.
they gotten stained? I mean,
yeah, I wonder if you can stain that rubber like they're
'cause
white.
it's white. That's one thing. I thought it looked cool, but I'd be afraid that white would get stained really easy.
Then it's like red, white, and brown,
Yeah.
or tan, or whatever. That's what I'd be curious about too. Well, it's just like the guys with the Black Widow. I thought I was always worried about with the Black Widow boat was how cut up the pads were.
Yeah.
That grinding your feet in them. You know what I mean? Like your heels are in it and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Not
like
to mention it gets to be you would think it'd be like 1,000 degrees because it's black, but they say it really doesn't
No.
get that hot.
no, they say it gets about as normal temperatures.
Yeah.
As the other boats when sitting in the sun because it's sitting in the water.
He says it's easy to keep clean and doesn't stain or will not stain.
Oh, that's good.
Well, that's good.
I wondered that too on it.
Yeah.
I meant to ask Craig about that a while
Surprised they
back.
haven't come up with an all white kayak.
Well, they did have one down there when I was down there. When I went,
Bonafide?
yeah, it was like a pearl, like I don't know. It's like a white, like a off white with like some black spots in it. Like salt and pepper
Yeah.
kind of deal.
Like a bass boat kayak.
Yeah,
It's white, a lot of bass boats are white.
they did. Hey, speaking of the bass boats, what we think about is they had the Apex kayaks down there.
Oh,
and
the one
I
with the jet drive with the jet motor on
Well,
it?
no, it's the guy Eric Jackson makes them. They're
Oh,
like
yeah.
$10,000
It's like the
kayaks.
carbon fiber one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty wild.
So they had
looking.
one down there?
Yeah, they had a Torpedo on it, and they had it like where it was trimmed. Like
Yeah.
it needed to be trimmed a little bit different, but the way it was trimmed, you should have seen that thing going across the water.
Was it fast?
Oh, dude, it looked
It
crazy.
probably don't weigh nothing.
No, it's carbon fiber. So
Yeah.
I mean, the seat's carbon fiber, but like I don't know, like the back
mean,
is wide open. Like
Other than it being carbon fiber, did it look practical to use? As a
I mean, I
fishing boat?
guess it's just it's all custom colors and
I was wondering if it's like a Ferrari or how
yeah.
it's not really practical. But
I
it
guess
looks
you
neat.
could. It's just like there's not a lot of track stuff on there. You got to mount your own tracks.
So you got to
and-
drill holes in your carbon fiber.
Yeah, that's what I'm
$10,000 carbon fiber kayak or however much that thing is supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
it
no
was
thanks.
kind of pricey, but I mean it was cool to see. But it was
Yeah.
like, when I think of the Apex, and I'm not knocking Eric Jackson. We had a good conversation with Eric Jackson, but I don't know. It's a kayak I see on about the back of $1 million yacht. You know what I mean? Like somebody's going out and they're just like, I want a
Well, you
kayak.
see it in the collector with his
With his limited edition bona fides.
limited edition bona fides along with his Ike kayak.
Oh man, but yeah. So other than that, guys, I mean, we had a good weekend, a good week. Like I said, we're getting more and more tackle up on the website. I know we didn't have no special guests on tonight. We just wanted to kind of talk with you guys. We haven't been on in a while. Wanted to talk with you guys, tell you what's going on with One Objective with the tackle side of things. Kind of just go over recent things that's been going on with us. We've been busy, man, and I know like a lot of people's been requesting Tackle Tuesday. We do plan to get back to that. I just don't know when because we've been putting a lot of long hours in trying to get this tackle store right. So we do plan on getting back to that. We plan on doing more of these Sunday night shows. It's just been busy. Chris has been busy. I've been busy. It's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
So, but we do plan to get back doing more. If you guys got any guests that you would love us to get on, love for us to talk to, you can put them in the comments here. You can email us if you want to be a guest on the show. Talk to us. If we got a good, a good conversation, a good topic to talk about, you got something good you want to talk about, contact us. I can't guarantee you to be that Sunday, but maybe we can schedule it for a Sunday. So, but other than that, guys, I mean, Chris, we got anything else we need to add or talk about?
No, I don't think so.
I think we covered about everything, that we needed to talk about tonight. So, we got any other questions? I don't want to make sure we get off without answering all our questions.
No, everybody's just naming off the colors and different ones, and
I got you.
he says Chris Cable says PMAX. I guess that PMAX. What is PMAX?
I'm not sure on that one. it's not ringing a bell at the
You're
moment.
talking about the kayak? Oh, the kayak, was it called a PMAX? The one, the Ike, was it called? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not real sure. I'm
I
not.
just-
Sorry,
I just see
Chris.
it
Sorry,
pop.
Chris. If
It
I
just popped up there. I
yeah.
happened to see it there.
But guys, we do appreciate you tuning in tonight. Like I say, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you're watching it now on YouTube, Facebook, hit the like button and give us a thumbs up. It helps us get this show out there a little bit more. Comment below what you liked about the show, and then like I say, subscribe to us. Check us out on. Sorry, my throat got really dry there for a second.
Man.
Sorry about that. But check us out on oneobjectivebf.com. We'll have a lot of our videos, links to our videos, and then also our store where we're going to have, we got all our Yak Attack, we got all our lures, all of our mounts and all that stuff. So, but other than that, guys, I hope y'all have a great weekend. A great week. Have a safe week. And if you catch